Hi, I'm Dr. Simeon Roger. Have you ever said to yourself, if only I could be twice as productive as I am now, I'd be so much happier, my business would be so much more prosperous, my life would be so much better? Well, if that's the case, I have good news for you. It really is possible to double your productivity as long as you have the right method and the motivation to change. And we're here with the second in our three-part series about how you can double your personal productivity in just 30 days. And 30 days is a pretty generous estimate. You could actually take this information and do it in a week. I just say 30 days because people are notoriously poor at applying new information. Be that as it may. Anyway, in part one, we covered how to distinguish your low-value tasks from your high-value tasks. In other words, the art of prioritizing. Here in part two, we're going to discuss the art of preparation, what you need to do before you start to work. Now, the first thing is to set the time for a particular task. How much time should you allow for a particular task? Well, it's very simple. The human person, generally speaking, cannot stay focused and in an optimal way for more than 60 minutes. Very few people can work full tilt for more than 60 minutes without suffering some degradation in their ability to focus and stay on task. So schedule your time in blocks that do not exceed 60 minutes. It's that simple. The next vexing question is, when do you stop working? You're going to hear two answers out there. One of them is, stop when you say you're going to stop. The second answer, do not stop working on a task until it is totally and completely finished. So which one's right? What are you to do with information like this? Well, use the following guidelines, and this will solve this apparent conflict for you. First of all, number one, you must know what constitutes finishing a task. What does finished look like? In other words, you have to be able to measure it. Once you know what it means to finish a particular task, what that would look like, then step two is to allocate time to that task. Ask yourself, how long is this going to take? And once you've decided how long it's going to take, add 25% because you've probably underestimated it. Number three, if the figure you arrive at is less than 60 minutes, great, work on that task until it's totally complete. If the figure you arrive at is greater than 60 minutes, stop when you say you're going to stop. It's that simple. Use those guidelines, you'll never be confused, and you'll always be working at pretty much full capacity, full mental and physical capacity on your part, because you will be taking breaks when your body needs to take them. Now, the next thing is, do not start working until you've prepared your workspace. The first thing is your workspace has to be pretty much neat and clean. And even if you think you can work in complete clutter and do it productively, even if you think you've done this for years, I can pretty well guarantee you that clutter is degrading your ability to be productive. So you always want to work in a space that is optimally neat and clean. Now, the second thing is that you always want to have all the resources you need out ahead of time. You want to get everything you need. Open up all the Word documents, all the web pages, find all the files, find the books, whatever it is you need. Assemble everything you need and have it right there with you. You don't want to spend your working time looking for stuff and wondering where you put it. So you want to be able to start when you say you're going to start and just get right on that task. That's what you want to be able to do. The next thing is you have to get rid of distractions. You cannot answer the door. You cannot answer the phone. You must turn off your Twitter, turn off your instant messaging. You must be 100% available to your work. And that means being 100% unavailable to the unreasonable demands of other people. That's what you have to do. Now, you're still not ready, though, to begin working. You must spend a couple of minutes at least preparing yourself psychologically. You have to do the mental preparation. Every athlete knows this. So take a lesson from the playbook of the athlete. You need to sit down and actually visualize yourself doing this task, doing it productively, enjoying it, and seeing it completed. You have to see that in your mind's eye. You may also want to read something that inspires you, something on perhaps time management, something related to your industry, whatever it is. Get yourself in the right mental space. Only then can you actually begin to work. Now, these preparations that I've outlined in this short video are things that most people ignore, but they increase your productivity by 300 to 400%. So you ignore them at your peril. So that's it for part 2 of how to double your productivity in just 30 days. Join me next time when I will share with you the strategic secrets of flawless execution. This is Dr. Simeon Roger from Strategic Wealth.